Did you hear that the first big online star wasn't someone like Kim Kardashian, who plans everything meticulously to grow her brand through reality TV? Kim is smart in business, but getting famous online used to be more fun and spontaneous. It wasn't about carefully planning or getting lots of followers. It was more like accidentally becoming famous, similar to Charli D'Amelio, whose catchy dances on TikTok made her a global sensation. Back in the early days of the internet, things were a bit wilder and stranger compared to smooth websites and big social media names we are used to now. Social media, as we think of it today, didn't even exist, but there was this adventurous spirit in the air as people wanted to make their mark in this fresh online world. Their tool of choice, their homepage. These first attempts at showing themselves online were something to see. They were put together on platforms like GeoCities, Fortune City, and Zoom by folks with limited tech know-how, but loads of excitement. These early homepages often featured a blurry scanned photo, a paragraph with shaky English, and a background tune that sounded like a broken music box. That's what early internet personalities were like. In 1998, a music and gym class teacher named Mahari Jara from Turkey became an unexpected internet sensation. He used his now defunct Zoom for his website, which by today's standards would seem pretty basic. It included a friendly hello, a love for music and sports, and a few personal tidbits. That was all it took. Like many similar homepages of that time, it was soon to be forgotten. However, in 1999, Mahari suddenly found himself caught in a whirlwind of internet fame. His forgotten webpage had unexpectedly become wildly popular, even before the term viral was wildly used. Unlike today's carefully crafted profiles, Mahari's quirky site with its charming, awkward expressions of love, I kiss you, became a sensation. This was a time when many people were just getting used to the internet and online dating profiles were just coming up. Mahari's lame homepage soon became one of the oldest memes to go viral, joining the ranks of other beloved memes like Hamster Dance and Dancing Baby. Mahari's surprising rise to fame was powered by the platform he used, Zoom. This early web hosting service was like a bustling online town square, buzzing with millions of users from around the world. Zoom offered a generous 10 megabyte of free space, which was huge back in the days of slow dial-up connection. This ample storage sparked a burst of creativity, with users creating websites that reflected their interests, from photo albums full of memories to fan sites dedicated to all sorts of passions, and vibrant online communities centered around shared hobbies like writing fan fiction or discussing the latest tech gadgets. Zoom clearly organized these diverse groups into themed neighborhoods, fostering a sense of digital community that was thrilling and novel for many early internet explorers. The impact of this platform on self-expression and online connections was undeniable. News of Zoom, along with Mahari's unexpected fame, spread naturally through word of mouth, cementing its status as an internet phenomenon. It stood out as a unique online destination, drawing in a diverse range of users who relished the freedom to experiment with their digital identities and form connections across the world. Interestingly, Zoom capitalized on Mahari's newfound fame, prominently featuring him on their front page during the peak of the frenzy. The immense popularity wasn't without its whirlwind effects. Mahari found himself breaking a Guinness World Record for website traffic at the time. His face was plastered everywhere. Articles were written about him, and reporters clamored for interviews. This sudden surge in fame opened doors. He was featured on shows like Fox Mad TV and even landed a spot on The Late Show with David Letterman, where a surprised Mahari, clad in red Speedos, played ping pong for an amused audience. His notoriety was undeniable. He was ranked number 2 in CNET's top 10 web fads and even achieved the dubious honor of being included in PC's World's the 25 worst website list. Navigating this newfound celebrity status likely impacted his personal life and daily routine. The pre-AdSense era offered a different kind of monetization. Advertisers eager to capitalize on Mahari's burning hot online presence threw contracts his way. Merchandise materialized, and fan sites and parody popped up everywhere. This international exposure not only solidified his status as a global figure, but also likely led to a wave of invitations and opportunities. One such opportunity was the release of the song I Kiss You in the 2000s. The lyrics, filled with longing, expressed Mahari's desire for someone special. Lines like, I'd wake up and make love to you if I had you, and if I leaned over and tried to kiss you, would I be wrong after so long? song, To Kiss You, painted a picture of affection set against a catchy electronic beat. The song became a fan favorite, adding to Mahari's presence in pop culture. However, fame's downside came into play. Mahari faced accusations of hacking and copyright infringement, along with criticism that his website's content was inappropriate. These negative experiences likely cast a shadow over his newfound fame. In March of 2000, just a year after Mahari's internet fame skyrocketed, Sacha Baron Cohen, a British comedian known for his outrageous characters, introduced the world to Borat on his show Ali G. Borat, a dim-witted, politically incorrect TV journalist from Kazakhstan, quickly captivated audiences with his deadpan humor and outrageous social blunders. While Borat initially remained a background character during Cohen's Ali G persona, his popularity boomed, prompting Cohen to revisit and develop Borat further. The character's comedic core stemmed from his exaggerated cultural missteps and violations of social norms, often delivered with a straight face for maximum effect. However, for many, the resemblance between Borat and Mahari was impossible to ignore. Their appearances and mannerisms and even catchphrases like "I like sex" bore an uncanny similarity. This wasn't lost on Mahari, especially after Borat's subsequent feature film became a global phenomenon. Mahari, known for his internet fame in 1999, claimed that Sacha Baron Cohen's character Borat was blatantly derived from him and demanded compensation for the use of his likeliness. This claim added a layer of complexity to the situation. While Borat made his debut in 2000, it was revealed that Cohen had been developing a similar character since the mid-90s. Archival footage surfaced showcasing earlier iterations of this character. Alex from Moldova on F2F and Christo, an Albanian reporter on Combination, both of which exhibited a striking resemblance to Borat. This revelation introduced a cloud of ambiguity surrounding the origins of the character and the potential influences Mahari's internet persona had on Cohen's creation. This wrinkle in the story deepens the mystery. How could a real person like Mahari poses such striking similarities to a fictional character demonstrably created years before? Did Mahari's online presence influence or coincide with Cohen's creative process? The lack of any documented interaction between Cohen and Mahari further clouds the issue. Was it a strange coincidence, or was Cohen inspired by an emerging internet sensation in the pre-social media age? The answer perhaps lies buried in the obscure corners of early internet history. The plot thickens further. Some claim that the viral Mahari webpage we all remembered wasn't even Mahari's original creation. The theory suggests an unknown individual hacked into Mahari's original page, re-uploaded it, and embellished it with the now famous text, including lines like "I like sex" and references to nude photography. Mahari himself was lent credence to this theory. Some speculate that this anonymous hacker might have been a fan of Comedy Nation, the British television program that featured Sacha Baron Cohen's early character Christo. Upon discovering Mahari's page, they may have noticed the parallels between Mahari and Christo, the character that developed into Borat. However, this doesn't explain the now iconic traits that Borat developed after Mahari's hacked page went viral. The red Speedos, the love ping pong, and the amplified use of the phrase "I like sex." The situation raises fascinating questions about the extent of influence Mahari had on the development of characters like Borat and the evolution of their comedic personas. Looking at it from a different perspective, there's no way Sacha Baron Cohen wouldn't have heard about the internet sensation that was Mahari after his page blew up. He surely would have noticed the uncanny resemblance. Did this exposure lead him to incorporate additional traits into Borat's character? In short, it becomes the case of possible mutual inspiration. Borat in his early form might have inspired the anonymous hacker to revamp Mahari's page, and then the viral Mahari page in turn might have inspired further development of Borat. Legally, could Mahari have a case against Sacha Baron Cohen and Borat? It's an obscure question. While many of Borat's iconic elements, the catchphrases, the attire, share similarities to Mahari's internet persona, Borat's humor goes beyond that. His signature comedic style involves placing unsuspected people in absurd situations, a comedic device not directly derived from Mahari. This type of humor, I believe, transcends its origins and remains timeless. The borrowed aspects of Mahari could potentially be grounds for a lawsuit. Mahari himself had contemplated legal action for some time, with his last mention being in a 2010 interview. He expressed his intentions to sue 20th Century Fox, but there's no record of the case ever being filed. Whether such a lawsuit, perhaps with the help of a specialized attorney, would have been successful is unknown. Despite the legal ambiguity, Mahari's website remains a significant early example of internet culture and the power of viral content. It cemented his enduring legacy in internet history. His story continues to be shared and discussed, serving as a reminder of the wildest days of the early internet and the power of viral content to shape public discourse and influence popular culture. Mahari himself has retreated from the online world, maintaining only a Twitter account, possibly fan-created, and expressing regret over not capitalizing on his internet fame. He declined offers for a biopic and other projects, opting for a quiet life. However, amidst the tranquility, a dream flickered, establishing an association in his name and using it to drill wells in Africa. Mahari's story is a curious blend of fame, fortune missed, and a desire to leave positive marks on the world. Thank you for watching another episode. What are your thoughts on Mahari's sudden rise to fame? Did this fame positively influence him or negatively? Let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one.